I have a story to tell you about the M&T business loan, and we want to talk about approval. We want to talk about eligibility, and I want to share a lot of tips and tricks with you. Again, everything is the latest. I mean, we are talking about the most recent hacks when it comes to M&T business loan approval. So let me first give you an overview. So when you think about M&T business loans in general, business term loans, you got to think about secure term loans and unsecured term loans. You also have commercial real estate loans, and you also have, in some cases, investment real estate loans. So M&T is kind of cool because they have a diverse offering in terms of business loans. But I want to first go granular. So let me first talk about the term loans. So term loans you are actually can get from $10,000 to $100,000. And you can actually use the cash for a lot of things, and M&Ts are really flexible. They will actually work with you. You can use the cash for an expansion opportunity. You can purchase equipment. You have machinery. You can actually fund renovations. It's really up to you. So those are unsecured term loans. And then you have secure term loans. Again, we're speaking here about business loans. So here you have loan amounts that go all the way to, it really goes from $10,000 all the way to $10 million, depending upon the value of the underlying collateral. And just very important to make sure that you are using the proper business assets, because M&T is pretty strict when it comes to the value of the underlying collateral. Just this is really important. You also have commercial real estate loans. So this is actually great if you are looking to purchase or refinance your current business location. Here we have loan amounts that start at $50,000 and that goes all the way to $5 million. So we love the fact that M&T is making it a lot easier for you in terms of the repayment window. We're speaking about 10 years, in some cases 15 years. And you also have the investment real estate loans. So this is great for businesses that are purchasing a property or refinancing the renovation of a property for investment purposes. The loan amounts here starts at $100,000 and go all the way to $10 million. So here you have it. So anytime you have you think about M&T business loans, you have four types of business loans. You have unsecured business term loan. You have a secure term loan. You have commercial real estate loan, an investment real estate loan. I want to quickly I want to give you a synopsis. So we have a clear idea of what obviously when you have to talk about M&T, you need to have an understanding of what the bank stands for, right? So the way we analyze M&T is that we think of it community-minded full-service banking. It is not a national bank. It is a geographic, it is a regional bank. So you have the element of geo restriction here, right? Having said that, M&T Bank actually offers a full lineup of financial products and services at competitive fees and rates for individuals and businesses. I want to quickly go through the pros and cons so we have a better understanding of this institution. The pros: you have low minimum opening deposits for businesses and individuals. You have waivable monthly maintenance fees. Plenty of account options. This is really cool. What about the cons here? You have limited service area and high minimum balance requirements on the premium checking for both individuals and businesses. So when I really think about today's topic, we're having a conversation about M&T business loans approval, business loan approval hacks. It's really important to understand, to actually contextualize M&T, okay? And this bank is actually available in some states, and it does have more than 1,000 branches from Maine to Virginia and in Washington, D.C., okay? And it's really important to understand that they offer everything. So if you're looking for a business loan, you want to keep in mind that you can also get a business line of credit. You can get also a business credit card. You can have a business equipment financing through M&T. So this is important to think about it. You want to actually have a holistic view when you approach M&T, not just for one loan and that's it. No, I want you to have a long-term view. At least that's how our team analyzes the whole thing. That's how we advise our clients to think about M&T as a long-term play. And what we love is that you actually have a constellation of services and products for businesses, and you can be approved real fast. So if you spend some time, I would say, deepening the relationship with M&T, you can actually parlay that deep relationship into bigger loans. You can, like if you are For instance, if you have a business checking account, business savings account, a personal checking account, personal savings account, this is pretty good. It really helps a lot when it comes to getting a business loan. I want to really quickly go into some details here. The thing here is that you need to understand when you're sitting down and thinking about M&T business loan, obviously you got to ask yourself, what kind of business loan are you looking for? I answered that question before. You can actually think about unsecured business term loan or secure business term loan, or you can look for commercial real estate loan or equipment financing. And then you got to ask yourself, what is really happening in terms of the fund release? So once you are approved, how fast can you get the funds? And in some cases, you might be thinking, well, what if you don't qualify at all for a traditional M&T business loan? What are your options? Well, the thing is that if you don't qualify for a traditional M&T business loan, you can actually apply for an SBA loan. Remember, M&T is a preferred SBA lender. So if you don't qualify, you can actually go and see if you can qualify for the government guaranteed SBA loan. And the thing is that the most important thing is that M&T can actually give you a loan up to $5 million, not a problem. Now, if you have any question, if you have no idea about what kind of loan that you need, it's always important to actually contact M&T and have a conversation. They have a team in-house who can actually explain everything to you. Either you go to a branch or you can be on the phone. You have somebody who will really understand your business, understand your sector, sort of analyze with you your financials. That's what we love about M&T. Like, they have the ability, they have the staff in-house to sort of help you to really look at your financials, your business plan for that matter. If you have a business plan, you can just you don't have to write 100 pages of a business plan, but let's say something synoptical, something very like summarizing the whole plan. If you have 5 pages or 10 pages, you can have a banker from M&T really analyze everything for you and really see whether or not you can qualify for an M&T business loan. And this could be either unsecured or secured or commercial real estate. Whatever it is, you always want to make sure that you have somebody actually talking to you about it, because the good thing is that M&T has the capabilities to provide the kind of business loan that you need. You just need to specify your needs. I want to talk about other business funding opportunities. So when we talk about M&T, we are speaking about a constellation of business funding opportunities. I've said before that M&T Bank is a great bank. It's a regional bank, but they do have the full balance sheet of a great bank. They could do a lot of things. So you can have, for instance, customized equipment financing solutions. So the thing here is that if you are trying to get an M&T business loan and for some reason you don't qualify for a business like a term, like an unsecured term loan, for whatever reason, maybe your FICO score was too low, or maybe your paydex score was too low, or maybe your collateral was not really valuable, or whatever happens. Or your financials were just a little too, abysmally low. If you have that, then try to look for other types of financing. And what we love, for instance, is that when you think about equipment financing, this is by definition a collateralized sort of business funding process. So basically, the underlying assets that you want to buy will constitute the collateral upon which the loan will be based, right? So you're not really losing anything. And when it comes to that, M&T can really relax its underwriting requirements. And it's one of those things I want to talk to you about, the fact that M&T does have an in-house equipment finance expert team that will work with you. So what they do is they actually work with middle market and large corporate commercial clients. The thing here is that if you're a small business, you will just work with a regular M&T business loan department. But if you're a mid-sized client, then they will transfer you for their equipment finance expert team, and that team has the capabilities to actually approve you for large loan amounts. And the cool thing is you can also be pre-approved, so as opposed to being approved. So when you actually start shopping for business equipment, you already have a pre-approval letter from M&T, and you can use that as a sort of a bargain tool when negotiating the price with a potential dealer. So this is kind of cool. And what I want to say here is that when we talk about M&T business loan in general, I just want you to have to cast a wider net. Just don't think about only one loan, like unsecured business term loan. I want to come back to the SBA loans that M&T does have. It's really important to understand that the SBA loan requirements are actually set by the federal government through the Small Business Administration, and it's really important to understand that the SBA is trying to, I would say, formalize lending requirements across the country. So with M&T, you do have a clear path to actually get the SBA loan that you need. And what we have seen in practice is that even if you are a startup, you could qualify for an M&T SBA loan. So what are the advantages of an SBA loan, whether you get it at M&T or another bank? So you have new and established businesses can apply. You have flexibility in the use of funds such as renovations or working capital. You have the ability to finance goodwill and intangible assets, and you have longer repayment terms than traditional bank loans. You have no prepayment penalties for terms under 15 years, and the SBA guarantee fees are waived up to $500,000. This is kind of cool. And so with M&T, they actually have worked with a constellation of businesses, whether you are if you are a medical practice, a dental practice, an insurance agency, a service industry, a service company rather. You have a vet practice or a manufacturing, I would say, a concern. M&T will actually work with you. So this is why I was just telling you earlier. You want to get in contact with M&T. Make sure that you actually explain with your M&T banker, everything that you are expecting, so that they are clear about what you want and you are clear about what they are expecting you to provide. So if there is clarity in terms of the expectation, then things actually work a little faster, and that's what you really want to have. Okay, so the bottom line here is that if you want to actually get an M&T business loan, just be open to the kinds of loan you might get. If you don't qualify for a traditional business term loan, you can get a traditional business secure loan as opposed to unsecured loan. If you don't qualify for those, also you could try equipment financing. If you still don't qualify, go with an SBA loan. I want to quickly talk to you about how to actually, right now, the step-by-step to get an M&T business loan today. M&T Bank business loan today. So there are 3 things that you want to pay attention to if you are trying to get an M&T business loan. The first thing you want to do here is that you want to actually create a business plan. And we have seen this time and again, it doesn't really matter. M&T loves business plans, especially if they really correlate properly to the business loan you are asking for. In other words, if you can explain in the business plan why you need the loan and sort of tie the amount that you need versus the financials, M&T loves that. So you want to have a business plan, and we're talking about the fact that a business plan this is not just for M&T. It's a tool. It's a navigational tool that will allow you to sustain your operations profitably, right? So whether you get the M&T loan or not, you have a tool, you have a plan that actually will guide you. Make sure that you have you are showing the way your business will be monetized, the way you'll be making money, the amount of equity that the owners have contributed to the business, your resume or let's say an explanation of your background that explains how your experience qualifies you to start or run your business, the credit needed to support the long-term growth of the business, and where you see the company and the balance sheet in 3 years, 3 to 5 years. So for established businesses, they need to see your sales cycle and typical accounts receivable collection period, your gross margin and all financial assumptions to show how you compare to your industry and competition, the credit needed to support the long-term growth of the business, where you see your company in the balance sheet in 3 to 5 years. And so that's number one. Number one, you want to create a business plan. Number two, you want to document your business, in some cases, your personal finances. So we're speaking about having the four financial statements on the business side, and a balance sheet, equity statement, statement of owner's equity, cash flow statements, and also income statements. And also, you want to show strong business and personal credit histories. So in terms of minimum at M&T, they're looking for 600. That's on the personal side. And on the business side, if you have 80, this is about acceptable. So just make sure you are really paying attention to those things, because at the end of the day, M&T is going to pay attention to those elements anyway. I want to quickly give you the verdict here. So the thing is that when you think about M&T business loan, should you go with this bank or not? Well, this is definitely a go. M&T is a great bank, great institution, great folks, great customer service. I mean, they're not present nationally, but the bank does kick ass in a series of important markets. And if you happen to have a business that operates in the very geography that M&T covers, then the proposition is really worth it. Okay, it's really important to understand that M&T Bank's products, whether loans, credit cards, business lines of credit, or everything else, are diverse enough to offer something for everyone and every business. And so this is kind of cool. And so if you live in M&T's bank's service area and you can conveniently reach one of its branches or ATMs, there's plenty to like about M&T. We're speaking about personalized service, a range of checking and savings accounts, and numerous loan options for individuals and businesses. But if you don't live near an M&T bank branch, or you are in search of a higher yield, or let's say a higher yield or more investment choices, you might want to consider another bank. I mean, if that's the case, then you're better off going with the national bank. That way, you know exactly how much you're saving. You know how much if you don't go with M&T, just go with a regional bank, another regional bank. In other words, U.S. Bank, PNC. You can try a Truist, you can try a Fifth Third, or just go national. Go national. You go with any of the four biggies. Chase. You have Wells Fargo. You have Bank of America, and you have Citi. But overall, just make sure that you remember those three things I talked to you about. If you want to qualify for an M&T business loan, make sure you have your business plan, make sure you have your financials, and make sure you take care of your personal credit scores, and your business credit score. So business credit scores might be around 75, 80. For personal, 600. That's the minimum. Your business plan must be, I would say, elaborate, very detailed. So you want to go as granular as possible so that M&T knows that you have done research, that you know what you're talking about, and that you are going to use the funds pretty strongly. The only thing is that it's the geolocation thing, because M&T is available only in 12 states, and in the nation's capital, only 12, and the District of Columbia. So whereas you think about PNC or other banks are available in 29 states, so M&T is kind of limited. But hey, listen, this is an opportunity for you, because it means that you have less competition. Okay, and as a matter of fact, M&T Bank merged with People's United Financial on April 2022, which means what? M&T is really expanding. So this is really, really fantastic. Thank you so much for your attention. I want to quickly do a recap here. So I've spoken to you about M&T Business Loan and how they actually stack up against the competition. And so the thing here is that to sort of, if I want to do a quick recap here, I give you the overview of the loans, the synopsis. Number 3, I spoke about the details. Number 4, I talked about other biz funding opportunities at M&T. Number 5, we talked about the SBA loans. Number 6, the application. And number 7, the verdict. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.